Chris. This is going to be an NBA edition, and in this NBA edition, we are just going to be talking about your interest in the NBA. In recent history, all it seems like is happening is all of these teams are just collecting superstars. And now superstars are joining these super teams. I don't know what level of interest anyone has in actually watching any of these games. Do you actually find it really interesting to watch these regular season games? Or are you just a casual fan and you kind of tune in for the playoffs or you tune in for the finals because you know what teams or what 5 teams are going to be the best teams in the league, and you really don't want to bother wasting your time watching any of these games? Now, judging by the viewership from the NBA All-Star Game, which was at an all-time low, it's kind of showing that people aren't really embracing the NBA the way that it was. I'm not saying that they still don't get monster views over other sports like MLS and MLB and the NHL, because they most certainly do. But when you get March Madness versus an NBA game, chances are that more people were going to watch the March Madness game and the Final Four game, any kind of tournament game, over a regular season NBA game. And people are just going to say that it's a regular season NBA game. But I don't think that that's the point. I think that you get these teams like the Brooklyn Nets recently, who basically went out and got every superstar available. Granted, a lot of them are injury prone and probably won't play the whole season healthy, but they joined up. And now it's sort of like the Brooklyn Nets versus whoever comes out of the West. And it's like, is it even that interesting to want to watch the NBA when you know that your team is going to have to ultimately play the Nets or play the Bucks in the playoffs? Even the 76ers in the Eastern Conference, are they going to beat them? Is there a team in the Eastern Conference that's going to be able to knock off the Brooklyn Nets? And the chances are probably not. Now when you get to the Western Conference, you have a feel-good story like the Utah Jazz, because their team is actually built and not bought. Even the same could be said with the Dallas Mavericks, and I know that they're always teetering right there with whether they're going to make the playoffs or not, and Mark Cuban can kind of make things exciting. With the Western Conference, minus the Lakers, because the Lakers can just go out there and get anyone who they want to join with LeBron James, and the same probably could be said for Steph Curry and the Warriors, that they could just build these super teams, and the Warriors had their super team before. Now it's the Lakers' turn. Unfortunately, LeBron is hurt right now. Is basketball actually watchable? And there were some games that I was watching last week where these superstar teams lost by 50 points. And it's like, this is a professional game, and these professional athletes are losing a game literally by 50 points. Are they that much worse than everyone else? It just seems like there's no parity in the NBA. You have the Brooklyn Nets, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Philadelphia 76ers in the East. All of the other teams are either young and up and coming or not even as talented as those top 3 teams. And then in the West, you have whatever team LeBron is on, Steph Curry, which I don't even think they're in playoff contention right now. And you have the Utah Jazz, like I said, a great feel-good story. You have the Phoenix Suns, who got Chris Paul, and it seems like wherever Chris Paul goes, the teams start to win. Now, they don't win championships, but they do win a lot of regular season games. We'll see what happens when they get to the playoffs. To me, I enjoy watching the NBA. I enjoy watching when the super teams play, also when the super teams play and when all of their superstars play, which is something else where I can understand why people don't enjoy watching the NBA, because what game are these guys going to decide that they want to take off? Case in point with the LA Clippers. Are you going to watch a game where Kawhi and Paul George are going to play, or are you going to watch a game where the bench players are playing? And that's kind of what's happening with the Brooklyn Nets now. Blake Griffin's hurt, James Harden's hurt, Kevin Durant is hurt. That's 3 of their superstars. Now, granted, they have like 8 of them, but that's besides the point. I enjoy watching the game, but I could see for a casual fan why you really wouldn't want to watch some of these games, because watching one team completely dominate and blow out another team isn't exactly all that enticing. It isn't exactly all that fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Raw Sports Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Raw Sports Talk 1. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'm out.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.